This is verse 43 of the 24th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. Jesus giving warning to his apostles, and of course they're going to pass this warning on to the Christian believers, especially those who would be there in Jerusalem in the next several years, warning them that they need to be prepared, if necessary, to escape quickly. That signs have been provided, signs that are quite recognizable, and he is warning them to stay awake, to not become relaxed and not really watch. And that's the critical word that he uses both in the preceding verse and again in this one, to remain wide awake and watching for the signs that are going to indicate the impending catastrophe. So he continues with this warning now, akeno. This is the demonstrative pronoun that. Postpositive genoskit, second person plural of gnosko. So know this, or you know this. It's in the imperative here. So, but know this, keep it in mind, hoti, that, a day. This is from ado. It means to see. This is the imperfect. And so usually in English translations to render the, not the imperfect, I should say the pluperfect, to render the pluperfect into English introduces the word had, and that will affect the translation of the rest of the sentence. So know this, that if he had known, is the idea, and then the subject, whole oiko despotes, despot, of course, the ruler, the oiko of the house. So the head of the house, the ruler of the house is the idea. If the ruler of the house, the master of the house, had known, poia, this is a interrogative pronoun, what, fuleke, takes the dative here. It's the idea at what time, what hour, what watch really is the notion. It's based on the word for a guard or a prison, a watch. So if he'd known at what watch, hokleptes, of course the thief, klepto, maniac we have in English, the thief, erketai, comes. This is the present. But of course, being governed by the pluperfect here, we have, if he had known at what hour the thief was coming or would come, is the idea. Egregoresen. This is from Gregoruo. The root of the word is agero, to means to rise up. This is the notion of staying awake, staying raised up in a very literal sense. Here it's the idea, third person singular, aorist active indicative, he would have stayed awake. He would have remained wide awake. This whole phrase is sort of idiomatic. It stands for the idea of not permitting something, not letting it, and not permitted. And then the word for permit is here. This is the word eao. This is the third person singular, aorist active indicative, again governed by the pluperfect. So, and he would not have permitted dio rukphenai. This is from dio russo. The dia is the preposition through, and the oruso means to burrow, as in a animal that burrows through the soil. It's a passive, so he would not have permitted this act of burrowing, or that something to be burrowed. And then the subject here that's in view, tein oiken, the house. He would not have permitted the house of him to be burrowed into by this thief. So, long and short of it, if he'd been wide awake, he would have not permitted these things to take place. He would have seen them. And of course, it's simply a practical warning to these who are going to be there in the environs of Jerusalem when they see the irrefutable signs that Jesus has given quite precise reference to, that at that point they need to be wide awake, they need to take the appropriate action and not be caught unawares.